Oh, merely adequate.
Yes?
Where
are you?
I'm right here. Who?
Oh, hey! Hi!
I have this terrible habit of always sneaking up right behind you, don't I?
Yeah, I didn't know where you were.
I heard that you have a fine collection of bows that are fully decked out. And I was wondering.
It's pretty new, but yeah, I got what you need.
I was wondering if I could trade you for that.
Did you see me here fishing? You knew I was trying to get a mending book, didn't you?
I saw. It looked very sad and pathetic, and I needed to rectify that. So you do something else.
I have picked up so many books, but none of them have been mending.
It's really bad luck to go fishing.
I will absolutely trade one of these bows for that. Let's take a look. I got a couple you can choose from. Yeah, those first two there. You got flame and not flame, but otherwise I think they're the same.
Oh, was one have on it? Infinity. Oh, flame. I will go ahead and take that flame bow if you don't mind.
Yeah, totally fine. I'm fine not having flame. It's even though I have one right now, but
thank you very much.
No. Thank you. You know, it's just like you to like see a person on the side of the river and think, gosh, I think they might need some help.
Yeah. Or you were looking for your van and it fell in. Either one of those two.
Yeah. Oh, it's possible. I do forget to set the emergency brake sometimes.
Yeah. Well, thank you. This is what I need. It'll be a whole lot less scary in the nether now where I'm going. Thanks so much. Hello there, beautiful pixels. My name is Alaydriem, and welcome back to Truly Bedrock Season 6, Episode 5, where today we have books. As you saw from our last clip, we were able to give our first mending book away to Merely Adequate, and my oh my, do we have books. Look at this. We have everything that we could possibly need under the sun. If we ever have an accident again here on the server, we will be able to get ourselves repaired with all these good collections of books here. I have all of the villagers that I care about. There are some other villagers that I imagine we could, but these are the ones that I care about. And I got thinking, you know, do I really need all these books? I really just wanted a couple for myself, but now that I'm starting to think about it, I think that maybe we should share some of the love here around the server. But before we can help others, we must first help ourselves. At least that's what the oxygen masks on an airplane say right when they drop down. We need to get one of these elytras fixed because man, oh man, have I found it so incredibly difficult to basically break my fall and build anything of size without an elytra. It's been a challenge for me. I'm used to building big and, well, I've been relegated to home without my elytra. So now that we have one repaired, we can go figure out some XP. But before we do that, I do want to check in with Moss Logic because I've heard that he's been having some troubles with his villagers. Hello, Moss Logic.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm okay. What's going on?
Can I come in?
What brings open? Sure, the door's open. I mean, I might as well.
Well, I know the door's open, but I figured I'd ask before I barge in.
No, why not?
I wanted to know if are you hungry?
Well, I mean, I've got fish, but I can't really give that to villagers, and my villagers are hungry, so.
I have 3.5 stacks of bread that I need to get rid of because I actually have more bread than I know what to do with.
Cool.
I could make a sandwich, but I wanted to know if you had something special you'd be willing to trade for bread.
Well, let me see what I have here. I mean, I have these, and I have some beetroot seed. You can plant some beetroot and get a whole lot of beetroot.
Gosh, is that all I can do with beetroot is plant it?
Well, I mean, you can plant it. You could, I don't know. I think you could eat it. You could make a beet soup or something, or
can I wash in it?
Make dye. Yeah.
Does it have like medicinal effects?
I think so. You know what? It's from what I hear, it's magic. If you actually have a lot of beetroot, people will not want to be around you anymore.
Oh, really? Well, I don't need that. I already have a personality that solves that problem for me. What about anything else that's maybe a little more special?
Let's see. A bucket of
like
water.
Maybe like if you got blaze rods or just something that's like kind of out there.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking for bread? I mean,
well, for bread. Well, I mean, I have bread. You don't. You need bread for villagers. So, you know, kind of whatever. I do see that you have a smithing template on your wall. Would I be able to maybe get a copy of that? Is that one of the new ones?
That's one of the new ones. Oh, a copy?
Yeah, could I get a copy of that for bread?
Sure. I mean, do I need to make it?
Yes.
Am I providing the diamonds?
No, I'll provide the diamonds.
Oh, okay.
I'll provide the diamonds as soon as I go and get my diamonds. So how about this? How about you provide the diamonds, then I'll go bring diamonds back to you because I don't have them on me right now.
I'll tell you what. Here, hang on. Let me see what I got here. How many diamonds is it? Come on. There we go. Come to Papa. All right, there you go.
All right, so here is a whole bunch of bread for you.
So I just bought bread
for 9 diamonds.
Yeah, for 9 diamonds. Well, that sounds like a great deal.
Yeah, thanks. Well, great. I appreciate doing business with you. Hope you have a great day. Bye.
Here, you want these seeds?
Sure. I'll take the. Sure.
There
Great.
you go.
Bonus
There you
content.
go, 3 seeds.
Great. Lovely. Thanks.
Yeah.
So having swindled Moss Logic out of 9 diamonds for bread, which is possibly the best deal ever, it's time for us to go over here to Merely Adequate's farm, which I have a permission slip for, and repair ourselves up this elytra. So if I recall how this farm works, we just have to turn it on by pressing this lever right here. That should cause all the zombies to fall. Then I can just press this right here, and voila, we will have infinite XP. Or at least I would have infinite XP if this worked. I think I need to rethrow all the Tritons because Adequate's not online. Let me rethrow the Tritons, get this re-geared up, and then, well, we can head back out on an adventure. And after an embarrassingly long amount of time, we can finally head over to SlackLizard's rocket shop and finally purchase ourselves some rockets. Finally, we can fly around the server. How expensive is this? Rockets, 2 diamonds a stack? All right, let's get our wallet out and buy ourselves our first set of rockets. Oh man. Let's start with the 2 stacks per diamond. Okay, let's just go ahead and get that in there. Oh man, this is so exciting, finally being able to fly. So with an elytra on our back and a stack of rockets, we're finally able to start our first shopping district build here on the server, and I've decided to do the thing that I promised I would never do. We're going to make a bookshop, and it's going to have all the enchanted books. Moss Logic and I have decided to go into business together. I've marked out this corner plot here, and I think between the 2 of us, we'll be able to keep this thing stocked basically at all times. But I have done quite a bit of resource gathering over here. We have quite the litany of resources, and I think between Moss Logic and I supplying the books and me doing the build here on a corner, which is, again, the first time I'm ever going to be doing this, we're going to have a fantastic and cozy little bookshop over here. So why don't you sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and enjoy the time lapse.
Ahoy there.
Hello there, Zloy. How are you?
Hi. So what you building there?
That's a fantastic question. This is going to be, well, it was going to be a movie theater, and then I decided that no one here watches movies, so it's going to be a bookshop instead.
Because you assume that anyone here has read a book.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, quick question. Are you gonna dig under this? Like put a basement in it or something?
No basements. Not even
awesome,
a fake basement. Cool. Not even a ground floor.
You know, no reason those radon poisoning levels have been like, you know, a menace on the nation and all that. So,
sure.
Good to know.
Yep.
Oh, and also, do you need some bricks?
Nether bricks, maybe.
Nether bricks. Okay,
nether bricks, yeah.
I can work it. I could sell you some bricks, you know, later, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
You never know. You never know where bricks are gonna show up.
Well, do you have a couple bricks that you'll drop for us later? Oh,
I mean, I have like a half a shulker box of like regular bricks, like the red ones.
Yeah, nether bricks make great building blocks, but they are not fun to get. So if you are going to sell them, I would be interested.
Awesome. That actually, like, that is like legitimately something I wanted to hear because I was under the impression that people hate getting the red brick themselves, and actually would be okay getting nether brick themselves. If it's the other way around, that actually plays into my hand quite a bit. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, what kind of books are you selling?
Every book, books you can read, books you can write in, books you can bathe in, books you can enchant in.
Any of the enchanted ones?
Yeah, we're going to have mostly enchanted ones, if not all. Between Moss Logic and I, we should have the whole set.
So you were just joking about like selling written books, though?
No, I might sell written books too. Why? Do you have something you're wanting to publish?
Well, I mean, I'm yet to write down any of my slander, but as soon as I do,
I can make sure you get a expedited publishing slot.
well, to be frank, I have no idea what are you talking about. So, yeah, as soon as I find out, I will probably tell you. Goodbye.
Okay, great, bye. So having now committed myself to being a publisher here on the server and taking all the responsibility and chaos that entails, it's time to talk about this build behind me here. And I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. And if you have any feedback about this build, please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. This is my first time ever building a build on a corner like this, and I absolutely love the way that this turned out. Now, I will admit, this is my first time making a build using Structura. I built this in a creative world and built it over here. I normally don't do that, but I felt I needed to because of this corner build. And, you know, I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. Now, you're probably wondering, what's with the big purple thing in the middle? And to tell you that, I need to tell you the lore of this building. So, here's the story for this building. It used to be a movie theater. That big purple light right there, if you've ever been to an old-timey movie theater, they'd have the big old neon light that goes up, and on the left and the right of the building, they'd have the movie times plastered in those little stick-in letters. Well, the movie theater went out of business. People stopped going to the movies, so they tore down the rest of the theater, and all that's left here is the lobby. And it felt like it was a shame to leave this beautiful old historic building just out and about, so they made it into a bookshop, and Moss Logic and I bought it out and now own it. So let's take a peek inside here. First and foremost, we have our doggo right here, guarding the shop, being a good pup, because every bookshop needs a pet mascot. I think down here, we're going to have kind of the book knick-knack related things, so book and quills, regular books, and lecterns, things like that. I'm not sure how we're going to stock that quite yet, but we will get to that. And up here is the heart of the bookshop, where we have all of the books that you could possibly want. Well, at least the ones that Moss Logic and I are able to get currently. So here's how this works. You find the book that you want, you pick it off the shelf, and then you come over here to this barrel over here on the side, and you pay for it. And between me recording this and getting this build up, we already have 16 diamonds. So we're already doing really quite well. But all of our books are right here. If someone starts complaining about the price, we'll probably lower it. It's just no one else has a bookshop yet, so, you know, monopoly and all that. But we have most of our books over here. We do have some of the feather fallings. I think Respiration is probably the big one that we're still struggling with right now, just because we need a better villager role. And then a couple other things like Punch and Power. We'll get book spaces in for those. We just kind of have all the important ones laid out here. But the big thing that we have in our bookshop is something I like to call roulette books. And roulette books is exactly what it sounds like. It is what it is. You pay your 2 diamonds, you grab a book off the shelf, and you get what you get. It could be a really good book. It could be a really cruddy book, like Knockback 1. You never know. I do have some good books stocked in here, but here's the rules with this. You take a book and you pay for it. There's no returns. You aren't going to go perusing and finding the book that you want. You pay your diamonds, take your book, and get what you get, and it is what it is. I promise there is some good books in here. We have some like multi books that have like Breaking 3 and Efficiency 5 and Swift Sneak and Soul Speed 3. All of those books are in here, assuming no one's got them already. So if you want to try your hand at getting a fairly rare book that we don't sell for a pretty good price, roulette books is going to be the way to go. And then finally out here, I decided after building this that I wanted to do some stuff with the past that we have going on here. So I've made the inner circle here just odd. I made it one wider, so it was an odd spacing between things. And then I put in kind of these stick trees I don't know how I feel about them, but I thought in my creative world they look pretty. And some other people have some ideas for what we can do for some paths. So maybe they'll stick, maybe they don't. I don't know, but I thought we'd have a good start here for what a road system could look like. And I think it adds a little bit of character. But with all that said and done, I think it's time for me to head out. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. The rain is my exit cue to stage left, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Goodbye.